Hey guys, so I was going through and this morning I was just doing some reading and I felt like, I was drawn to an old writing that I had done back in 2012, 2014 that I had posted, to Facebook because I had like a help group for praise and worship and for counseling. And it was during a time in which I personally was learning that praise is the way out of any situation. Like, as long as you go to God and you worship Him in spirit and truth, He'll give you the answers. Like, it's like you're saying, I know I've got these things going on, God, but you're more important at this point, and I'm asking for you to sacrificially receive these praises, okay? And I'm wearing my little cute koala suit, or panda suit, so just not koala, panda. So just bear with me. But this is a poem that when I was going through, I don't know if suppressed childhood memories, abuses, and then seeing like a trail line in that time of like my responses to life, and I was having to heal from these things and I didn't know how. And I was depending on the Word of God to teach me how, but there's so much more than just the Word of God. The Word of God is the truth, yes, but there's a relationship that is in play. And we must come to that place where we have a relationship with Jesus Christ. Like, He's our best friend. He's our mom. He's our dad. He's our brother. He's our sister. He's every part of us. Because honestly, when you have that relationship with Him, it dismantles the broken person of who you are and you get to heal. And see, we were a lot of times abused into a state to where we would be controllable to meet the needs of other people. And we would be afraid of growing because, we would be hated more. So we just shrank down and hid inside of our own flesh so that it was a safe place. Nobody would say we're shining too much. This song, it's a song to be. As soon as I get my guitar, I had to get rid of it because it was smudged down with black stuff and my equipment had to be given away to somebody that wouldn't be affected by it. But this poem is called Treasure, and I want to share it with you, and I want for you to realize that I'm not giving this song away. This is personal. God bled out these lyrics with me, okay? But I want for you to understand that what you're going through is normal, okay? So when you start turning your life over to God and everything falls apart and you're like, God, I thought I was going to get better, He causes an upheaval by moving things out of the way. And when there's a war for your soul, it's not fun because you're faced with everyday reality and it feels like you're alone, but you're not. You're on a guiding. It's like a man and a woman, husband and wife team that host people going off into the woods and healing. And it's like they're remote viewing all of their healing journeys. They're crying in the trees. I can't find my way out of the woods. Ah! But they just happen to stumble upon the right amount of food and the right amount of water for the day. We're allowed to go through these journeys that are guided journeys. We're never alone. Okay? She put her treasure in a box, hidden from all to see. And from that treasure she ran away. No one can hurt me. She ran until her sorrows had overwhelmed her heart. Alone in darkness she did sit, broken, torn apart, longing for true answers, yet wounded from the truth. She thought upon the days of her innocence and youth, wishing she could take it back and do what she knew was right, sending prayers up to God to be His child of light. And suddenly she felt a peace that she had never known, yet thoughts kept spinning in her mind. You've ran so far, so roam. Feeling she deserved all the pressure and the pain. She felt like she had pushed too far to ever start again. Through the tears she heard it, a little voice above the noise. I gave my life, I'll give it to you, but honey, it's your choice. Thoughts spinning in her mind, her choosing what to believe, her heart saying, hey, let's stay, let's heal. Her flesh screaming, leave! And suddenly she remembered the treasures she put away. It was hidden and unseen, yet existed every day. Even though she could not see it, she knew that it was there, for that treasure in that box was her heart without despair. Sometimes we have to go through the hardest journeys because we have to carry the heaviest weight for humanity. It doesn't make us weak to feel. It makes us strong. Keep going, guys. Hoop, hoop.